and 3/4 cups of the flour. So I'm just going to go in here with it, and then that's 1/4 cup is going in 3 times. So this is the first one, right? That's the second one right here, and then we have the third one. So that's all about that. And then I will be adding all of the pre-measured corn flour, which is a 1/4 cup of the corn flour. We're going to be adding the 1 tablespoon of baking powder, any good brand is fine, and 1 teaspoon of the good old table salt. So I'm just combining it all together. And what I'm going to be doing now is to throw in a little bit of this, and of course, with a dash of nutmeg. When I say a dash of nutmeg, I mean it doesn't have any quantity, it's just for some extra flavor. After doing that, just give it a quick whisk together. I'd add the first batch of the flour. So the flour is going to go in 2 times, as against the regular cakes out there that goes in 3 times, right? So I'm going to be adding flour, the entire milk at once, and then finish it up with the flour. So now this is what is going to go in, the milk and the water, by the way. So I'm going in with the first batch of the flour. All right, and then I just give it a quick mix like this. It comes up looking a little bit clumpy and thick, but by the time I add the milk, definitely you all know that it's going to come off together. All right, so at this point I'm going to be mixing the milk in. The milk is going to be 1 2/4, okay, of the milk, and then the third one is going to be the ice cold water. So the ice cold water has the least quantity in the liquid ingredients. So this is it now. This is the first one. Alternatively, what I always do sometimes is to add up the water to each of the addition of the milk to make up 1/4 cup. So this is how I do it. This is 1 cup of the milk, right? This goes in, right? This is the first one. Any good milk is fine. So I'd go in with a 3/4 now. So I pick the second milk. I take the first one like this. It goes in. Take the second one also in. And then the last bit is going to be the ice cold water, like I said earlier. As you can see that this also has some ice in it to ensure that it gives me the result I like it to give to me. So now I'm going to add that in, and then just briefly and quickly mix it all up in, and it's going to look like it has some lumps in it, and then I'll add up the final flour. So it's a very pretty much straightforward recipe, and we have that. Meanwhile, I already have my mini waffle maker preheated. I have it preheated and ready for use. So I'm going to be scraping the sides to make sure that it's all thoroughly blended in. And the good thing about this waffles recipe is that you can actually, switch things up. You can make it chocolate chip waffles, you can make it strawberry waffles, you can make it red velvet waffles. All you need to do is add the applicable flavors at the time when you want it to have that flavor. So here, guys, this is exactly what it looks like. It's not watery and it's not clumpy and too thick. So that it's not too heavy. So this is what we have. And guys, our waffle mix is ready. So now the next thing we're going to be doing is be toasting it. I'm going to be making about 1 or 2 samples so that you all can see what it looks like. So I'm going to be making use of the 1/4 cup again, because that is the quantity I always pour to make sure that I'm very accurate with my measurements. So I'm going to be repeating the 1/4 cups to be scooping this into the waffle mix. Okay, so at this point now, before you can make your waffles, before you can toast your waffles, you have to brush it up very lightly with oil or butter. What I always like is to use either vegetable oil or butter, whatever I have at my disposal. For the purpose of this video, I'm just going to be taking out the oil that's left over from what I used into the butter, and I'm just going to use my silicone brush to brush this very lightly to look just like this, top and the bottom, so there isn't any kind of friction, and then it comes off easily once it's done. So once I do that, I will just go ahead to take the 1/4 cup